Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here in Week 4. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And he's good for a Baltimore first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Just one left for Lamar. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hill now from the gun. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. The design run, Jackson keeping it. And he's stopped, but they're going to have the first down, as well as some bonus yardage as that late flag comes in. He took hauling him down by the face mask to bring an end to that play, and that adds a cool 15 yards onto the end of the run. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Lamar. Andrews has it, work in the middle. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That's a gain of 8.
Well, when you finish with a stat line like he did in support of a win last week, Brock, you know that you're in store for some early work the next time out. Lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah, teams can tend to be a little bit habitual at times. The way he played was a big factor in earning that win. So getting him looks here, especially early on, definitely part of the plan.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Lamar back to throw. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Run drawn up here for Lamar. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Okay, you and I are not too old to remember a time where this used to almost be a debate. You come in, bring on the special teams, and punt it, not in today's NFL. And the numbers tell you so often to go for it, and when you execute like they just did, you'll more than likely go for it again later in the game.
And in. Touchdown, Ravens. Rashad Bateman finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Here's Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they go up 7-0 here early. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Big play before they get to him. That one's going to pick up about 23. It's going to be first down, Titans.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Tennessee.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hold it. 32.
Ward's going to throw it. Rushes right there as he releases it. Lakers nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get a second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Ward setting up to throw. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. To the air with Ward. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when our just esteemed Statman Dan slid us the number? That surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have a 100-yard receiver, but those are what the numbers tell you the last decade. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the W.
They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Flat.
Putting a receiver in motion. This is 3rd and goal. Ward almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Flat.
4th down, here's Ward. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from his own end zone. To the outside, complete. It's Andrews. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
8 yards.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This one set up for Lamar. They're driving him closer and closer, Brock. This play made behind the line. They're now back at the 6. The extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. along that midfield strand. That is Trenton Simpson. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
It's second down.
We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have second down behind the sticks.
3-2.
Ward now. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Ward setting the pass. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to fourth down.
You see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
They go to punt on fourth down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Jackson throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them second and 8. Now here's Lamar. It's caught left side by Hill. Hit there, driven out of bounds. They've got 8 before it, and that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Out of the gun, give to Hill. Good little whip there, looks like about 6. Kevin Winston in on that tackle. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
First down run gets them 6, so now it is second and 4. Jackson looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Titans pick it up. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Titans.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. That ties things at 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lamar. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. And he's now 20 sacks in his career.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Gets everything he has under this one. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
Incomplete.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. The Titans with Chinore DK due to return. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Second down now. They need 7. Here's Ward. Short pass brought in. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Man in motion here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw. It's got to go somewhere else. double coverage was waiting for us. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. Fields this at the 19. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Jackson to throw it. Catch made over the middle. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down. We're going to have a stoppage here as we look to see that's Rashad Bateman, who was injured on the play. He's being tended to. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking to throw, Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Second and 3 now. This one left for Lamar. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 57-yard attempt.
He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
My life experience has taught me these kickers are a lot like golfers. They know how to keep score. They know when they've hit their best shots. They know when they've hit their career longs. And he just got it done.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee to the line. First and 10. They'll give for the first time to Kalel Mullings. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive start. Minimal gain.
3-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 7.
Flat. Hold it.
Going to throw this one. Ward. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be his 2nd drop of the game. He brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one ball is incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. So without a timeout to call, this winds up as a delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. They send a man in motion. To the air on 3rd and long. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Chimere DK. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. To the right side and hauled in by Lane. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Here's Lamar. Taking a chance to the end zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. 1st down coming up. There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash.
55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Ward in the pistol. Completed left side to Smith. Continuing to move past the 45. Down the left sideline he goes. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Mullins now. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Ward's going to throw it. It's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Ward setting up to throw. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Carnell Tate with his first NFL touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. A good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
8 yards on the
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Throwing on 2nd, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And they just get what they needed. The run is good for 2, and 2 was good for that 1st down they were after.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Run drawn up here for Lamar. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He stops here, gain of about 7. It's going to set up a Ravens first down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson throwing here. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Jackson a throw on second. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it, and when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Handoff now to Hill. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Henry on second. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. That is good for a Baltimore first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
From the red zone now. Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Now pitch it to Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th of this season. Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
19. Titans 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now on the return, here's DK. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Ward setting the pass. And that's going to hit the turf. A good throw, but he couldn't hang on through the contact. We've got second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. Defense wins round one in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Second down, here's Ward. Quick slant is caught by Tate. They found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always, that's going to be good for a first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Ward is set, 1st and 10. Now 7-15, throwing the football. A give to Mixon up the middle. Works his way to the 35. And he gets this shot all the way to the 31-yard line.
He's brought down
A pickup of 17. And the Titans have a first. Just some great blocking on that play, Brock. Those extra bodies near the line sure helped him get the space that he needed to get that chunky yards.
We hear it almost each and every week from offenses that really love their 12 personnel. Defenses trying to stop it, know how difficult it can be. Job well done by everybody there.
To the right, and it's pulled in by Tate. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him one on that short completion.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Here's Ward. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm, receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are moving.
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to it. And that will bring up 2nd and 18.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. After the sack, Ward. Oh, trying forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
Ward's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Left side, caught by Lane. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. A clutch moment for a massive play. 31 yards.
Baltimore
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Gosh, this has got to be so demoralizing, Brock, to know that this offense probably just going to pound the rock from here on out, and you can't really do a thing to stop them.
That's what they're hoping for, and that's really what all those body blows through the first 3 quarters should pay these kind of dividends when it matters the most.
On second down, Lamar has him on the quick hitter. And give him the first down. Lines up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the gun, Henry. He's brought down, play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
In this ground game, Kate, have seen such a steady dose of work, and what you hope is all of those body blows throughout can lead to a knockout punch like that.
Offense is set, first and 10. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Ravens leading by 5. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. This one set up for Lamar. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. They give right side to Henry. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
Touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Once more, here's Henry. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, what began as just a good start to this season might be becoming something a little bit better, Brock. 4-0 now. There may be some serious legs to the start they're having here.
Yeah, let's not go calling them the 72 Dolphins yet, Kate. A lot of season left.